Good afternoon to all. In today's session, we are going to see data structure. We are going to see data structure and classification of the data structure. We have, I would like to inform you that we have already completed introduction part, means definitions. We have also completed algorithm part, problem solving, introduction to algorithm, characteristics of algorithm design tool, that is pseudocode and flowchart. We have completed complexity part. We have completed in last session. Only algorithmic strategy. This part is left. In the next session, I will complete this part, algorithm strategy. But in today's session, we will see the data structure, data information knowledge, data structure ADT, data structure classification. Which part I will cover in today's session. Okay. Data structure. As you may have studied data structure or data structure in PPS subject, or while doing the practical of Python programming, you may have studied the data structure, because without data structure we cannot implement any programming language. In the last session, I have already told you data structure subject is very fundamental or basic part of the programming language. Without programming language, without data structure, we cannot implement any programming language. We should, if we know the data structure, then only we can go for the programming language. Because in the data structure, we get how to, what is the program, what is the data structure, what are the data types, how to write the code, what is the syntax, how to write the syntax, how to call the loop, how to call the function, how to define the loop. These are the concepts which we will study in the data structure. So today we will see the concept of the data structure. Now data, we have already studied. Data means it can be a information or it can be a collection of information. Structure means prototype or design. Structure means prototype or design. In uh, in programming language, structure is also called the schema. Schema means जसं आपण बायोलॉजीमध्ये वगैरे बघतो स्केलेटन, एक सांगाडा असतो, तसं स्ट्रक्चर आहे. डेटा स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये प्रोग्रामिंग लिहिण्यासाठी काहीतरी स्कीमा, एक स्ट्रक्चर डिफाईन केलं आहे. and in that specific structure you have to write the code. So data structure is a, its meaning is data is the information, structure is the structure means uh, while designing any algorithm, first we should know the structure of the program. Structure is also called the way to present the data structure. But in the structure is the way to present or way to design the data. So data structure definition can be, data structure is the way to organize or maintain the information in the programming language. Data structure ची definition काय असू शकते? Data structure is the one of the way to organize. Data structure is the way to organize.
सर तुमचा आवाज ब्रेक होतोय मध्ये मध्ये.
एक मिनिट. आता येतो आवाज?
Yes sir.
Am I audible?
Yes sir.
आवाज येतोय का माझा सगळ्यांना? Students?
Yes sir.
Am I audible?
Yes sir.
आवाज येतोय का?
येस सर.
हो सर, येतोय आवाज.
येस सर येतोय.
रितेश
हो सर येतोय आवाज.
आवाज येतोय का माझा? अनिकेत राठोड,
येतोय सर.
येतोय
अनिकेत
सर
आवाज
तुमचा
येतोय
आवाज.
माझा?
हो येतोय.
शुभम सायदी,
येस सर.
येस सर येतोय तुमचं.
ओके फाईन. Okay, fine. I continue with the presentation. If there is any problem, then interrupt me. Data structure is a way to organize the information. So here you can read the definition. Data structure is a way to store and organize the data so that it can be used efficiently. Note down the point. Data structure is a way to store and organize the data so that it can be used efficiently. Am I audible, students?
येस सर.
येस सर.
कोणीतरी रिप्लाय करा. आवाज येतोय का माझा?
हो सर.
हो सर येतोय आवाज.
येस सर.
येतोय सर, कंटिन्यू प्लीज.
येस सर.
तुमचा आवाज येत नाही मला.
येतोय आवाज सर.
सर तुमचा
कोणीतरी
आवाज येतोय
अनम्यूट
मला.
करून रिप्लाय करा ना.
सर येतोय आवाज, तुम्ही मेसेज बघा.
स्टुडंट्स कोणीतरी अनम्यूट करून रिप्लाय करा. आवाज येतोय का?
येस सर.
येस सर आवाज येतोय
रितेश,
तुमचा. येस सर
येस सर.
येतोय आवाज.
हॅलो.
सर येतोय आवाज.
तुम्ही मीटिंग. Okay, my voice is audible to you, but your voice is not audible to me.
येस सर दॅट इज द प्रॉब्लेम.
Everyone should stay in the meeting. I left the meeting for just a second. I will rejoin the meeting. Wait.
बाय सर. गेले.
आवाज येतोय ना?
आता आवाज येतोय माझा?
येतोय सर.
हा, मला तुमचा
येस
आवाज
सर.
येतोय. ओके ओके, फाईन फाईन फाईन, नो प्रॉब्लेम. ओके, काय
आवाज बंद झाला का रे सरांचा? का मलाच येत नाही?
नाही नाही, बंद झाला.
तर सर तिथं बोलत असतील.
तेच. कॉलेजमध्ये नेटवर्कचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे वाटतं.
टू
खूप इश्यू
ऑर्गनाइज.
आहे रे.
हॅलो.
सर आवाज ब्रेक होतोय मध्ये, येत नाही आवाज. अरे लेफ्टच झाले.
Slide display.
हो सर.
हो सर दिसते.
Okay, fine. Now next one, that is the data. Data is nothing but it is a collection of information. It can be a fact or figures. Means data is in the form of the text or it can be a diagram. Data object. Data object. Object. Data means collection of information. Object. Object means a place or region where we can store our information, or we can say it can be a logical space where we can write our data. So data object is a region of storage. Note down the point. Data object is a region of storage that contains a value or group of value. Data object is a region of storage that contains value or group of value. For example, in the programming language, when we declare the variable int a equal to 10, as we initialize the a equal to 10, a is our object and 10 is our data. But when we declare the int a equal to 10, then automatically it creates some storage for particular data type, and that is the data object. And data object it contains the value of group of value. A equal to 10. A equal to 10 means only single value, and group of value when we declare the array int a comma 10. Int a comma 10. So a comma 10, it can be a data object, but it contains the group of value. जेव्हा आपण एखादा डेटा टाइप डिक्लेअर करतो कोडिंग मध्ये, तर जेव्हा आपण इंटिजर a इक्वल टू 10 लिहितो तर त्याच्यामध्ये सिंगल व्हॅल्यू असते, आणि ॲरे डिक्लेअर केला so there can be a multiple or group of value. So this is called as a data object. Note down the definition. Data structure is a way to store and organize the data. Data is a collection of information. Data object is a region of storage that can contain value or group of value. Need of data structure. Why we need data structure in programming language? To store the huge data, to store the large amount of information, to store the data in the systematic way. To store the data in the systematic way means, if suppose if you want to store the number 0 to 9, then we must know about the data structure. To store the digit, we need a integer data type. If you want to store the character alphabet A to Z, then you can store the data in char data type. So this is a need of store data in the systematic way. Or if suppose you want to store the similar type of data, means you want to store the 1 to 10 number in array, but in array we can store only similar kind of data. Means in array you can store either number or digit, but you cannot store the heterogeneous type of data. Means you cannot store different type of data in the same array. Means 1, 2, A, B, C, 4, 5. You cannot store data like this. Means combination of alphabet and number. In array, either you can store the number or character. So this is a store the data in the systematic way. Retain the logical relationship. Logical relationship means what? If suppose you are storing the data in integer format, int a comma b, but if you want to if you are trying to store the data in the char format or in other format, then there cannot be logical relationship. It means you are in data structure, we have to retain or we have to maintain the logical relationship between the program. Means if you are trying to access the variable a, but you must mention the variable in your program a. If you don't use the a variable, and if you are trying to access the variable in your program, then it won't be run. Provides the various structure. You have already little bit familiar with the Python programming language or C programming language. So in any programming language, there are different structures are given to. If you want to write a program, then there is a structure. You have to write the code in the curly bracket, starting and ending curly bracket. If suppose you have to you have to you have to declare or define the loop, for loop, while loop, then there is a specific structure given for the particular loop structure. So different structure are needed in the data structure. Static and dynamic format. Static and dynamic format. Static means it cannot be changed. Dynamic means it can be changed. आपण स्टॅटिकचा अर्थ होतो फिक्स, डायनॅमिक म्हणजे नॉट फिक्स, इट इज अ व्हेरिएबल. इन स्टॅटिक value can be changed, in dynamic value cannot be changed. For example, when you write a equal to 10, when you write in code a equal to 10, then a equal to 10 is a constant value, that is a static value, it cannot be changed in the program. But suppose if you write a of 10, that is a dynamic. So not a of 10. If you declare the dynamic array a of empty, means there is no value mentioned, so we say that is a dynamic array. Means as per our requirement we can vary the array. We can, if suppose you declare the a of 10 means 10 memory spaces are assigned. If suppose you only use 5 value, then out of 10 5 value can be utilized, but rest of the 5 line will be wasted. So in static we cannot change the array or we cannot change the value, but in dynamic you can vary the size of your array as per your requirement. Better algorithm. To implement any data structure, we need a better algorithm. So we have already studied algorithm, but there are different kind of algorithm which we are going to see in the next unit. ADT, abstract data type. Abstract data type. Abstract. Meaning of the abstract is that only retrieve the needed information. Abstractचं meaning काय होतं? फक्त abstract की जी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपल्याला रिक्वायर्ड आहे ना तेवढीच इन्फॉर्मेशन आपण यूज करायची, त्याला म्हणतात abstract. So abstract data type are the mathematical model of the set of data value or information. Note down the point. ADT are mathematical model of a set of data value or information that can share similar behavior or quality. And that can be specified and identified independent of specific implementation. ADT are typically used in the algorithm. Okay. Abstract data type, it can be a mathematical model of set of different data value or information. In abstract data type, there are different data types: integer, float, boolean, char, double. Okay, so out of that various data types, we can use only abstract data type, means which we require. If suppose you want to store the number, then from the ADT you will only use integer data type. So that is an abstract. Abstract means only use the information which we need. जी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपल्याला लागत नाही ती आपण वापरत नाही, त्याला म्हणतात ADT, abstract data type. And it has a definition. It is a mathematical model of set of data value or information that can share the behavior and quality. No need to read this one. Now next topic, that is the types of data structure. Types of data structure, or we can say classification of data structure. Am I audible? आवाज येतोय माझा students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next topic is the types of data structure, or we can also say क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, यालाच क्लासिफिकेशन पण म्हणतात. Here you can read boolean value require 1 byte, byte require 1 byte, char require 2 byte, integer require 4 byte, float require 4 byte, long require 8 and double require 8. Means these are the memory or space required for particular data type. So basically we use the char, int, float, double. So we must know the memory for character, integer and float. For char 2 byte, integer 4 byte and float 4 byte. Come to the main point. Types of data structure. There are two types of data structure. One is a primitive and second one is a non-primitive. One is a primitive data structure and second one is a non-primitive data structure. In primitive data structure, primitive. Now, what is the meaning of primitive data structure? Primitive means it is a predefined. Primitive's meaning काय होतं? Predefined. It means it is already defined in the system, or it is already defined by the system. That is called as a primitive data structure. So integer, float, char, pointer. Student, note down the point. Types of data structure. It is divided into two parts: primitive and non-primitive. Primitive मध्ये येतं integer, float, char आणि pointer. हे पण लक्षात ठेवा. कोणाला किती साईज लागते? char 2, int 4, float 4. Non-primitive data structure. In that array, list, file. Array, list and file. Again, in the list, there can be two types of list: linear list, non-linear list. Again, the linear list, stack and queue. Non-linear list, graph and tree. I will explain each and every data structure in the further slide. So don't worry about that. Just in this slide, you should focus on the data types of data structure. It is divided into two parts. Primitive means already predefined, integer, float, char. Non-primitive, array, list, file. Again, list divided into two parts: linear list and non-linear. Linear means stack and non-linear means queue. We are going to see complete one unit for stack. We are going to see complete one unit for queue. So don't worry about that. Next, here you can see the definition. Primitive data structure are those which are predefined way of storing data by system. लक्षात आलं primitive data structure म्हणजे काय? जो की ऑलरेडी डिफाइन केलेला आहे. Predefined data structure is called as a primitive data structure. For example, int, char, float. Now you can read non-primitive data structure. A data type that are derived from primary data. Non-primitive कशाला म्हणतात? असा कोणता तरी डेटा टाइप जो की which can be derived from the primary data type. It's called as the non-primitive data type. Note down the point. Data type that are derived from primary data type are known as a non-primitive data type. These data type are used to store the group of value. And primary data type means काय? Primitive, int, char, float. It is also called as the primary data type. These are the example: structure, array, linked list, stack, tree, graph. All are the example of non-primitive data type. You have 30 seconds. You can note down the point: primitive and non-primitive. If you want to write the definition, you can write the definition. At the end of the session, I will ask you question on the types of data structure. Okay, I continue with the next point: linear and non-linear data structure. As the name suggests, linear means sequential. एका लाईन मध्ये असेल. लिनियर मीन्स एका लाईन मध्ये किंवा और सेम एक सारखं जे असेल त्याला म्हणतात लिनियर. नॉन लिनियर मीन्स इट कॅन बी डिफरंट. आणि याला अजून एक टेक्निकल वर्ड आहे. लिनियर मीन्स वी कॅन से होमोजिनियस, हेट्रोजिनियस. So linear data structure, it is traverse the data element sequentially, in which only one data element can directly be reached. Okay, linear data structure is a, it can be a sequential data structure in that only one data can be processed. In which only one data can be processed. For example, array. In array we can store the number of elements, but in which manner? Linear, sequential manner. Linked list is the data structure. You may have not studied linked list, but we have we are going to see the linked list in unit number 3, in unit number 2. Complete unit number 2 is based on the linked list. It is a data structure. Stack. Again, in stack we can store the we can store the multiple element in the stack, but in linear manner. Queue again same, as the queue suggests that linear. In queue we can store the multiple element in linear format, sequential format. Means from one end we can insert the element, from another end we can retrieve the element. एका साइडने आपण एलिमेंट घेऊ शकतो, दुसऱ्या साइडने एलिमेंट पुन्हा विड्रॉ करू शकतो. That is a queue. So this is a definition for linear data structure. Now non-linear data structure. आता हे नक्की लक्षात आलं असेल तुमच्या, लिनियर मध्ये जर सेम टाईपचा डेटा असेल किंवा एका लाईन मध्येच आपण इन्फॉर्मेशन स्टोअर करू शकतो किंवा ऍक्सेस करू शकतो, तर नॉन लिनियर मध्ये असं नसेल. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, now let's see the definition. Every data item is attached to several other data items in a way that is specifically reflecting the relationship. Non-linear data structure is a data structure in that data element can be stored randomly. जसं इथे काय आहे, डेटा एलिमेंट कसे स्टोअर होतात सिक्वेन्शियली, तसं नॉन लिनियर मध्ये सिक्वेन्शियली नाही होत. Randomly we can store the element, but we have to maintain the relationship between the element. Every data item is attached to the several other data item. Means all the node or all the other data can be connected to each other in a way that's specific for reflecting the relationship. एक simple definition लक्षात ठेवा. Non-linear data structure is the data structure in that data element cannot be stored sequentially. In non-linear data structure, data can be stored randomly. So for that we use the data structure graph and tree. तुम्ही बघितलं असेल बघा, ग्राफ मध्ये तर in graph there can be a multiple node, and we can draw node anywhere, and we can give the relationship between each and every node. ट्री मध्ये पण असं एका लाईन मध्ये सेव्ह करतो का आपण? नो, वी स्टोअर द डेटा इन द हायरार्चिकल फॉर्मॅट, इन ट्री फॉर्मॅट. सो नो नीड टू स्टोअर द डेटा इन द सिक्वेन्शियल फॉर्मॅट. वी कॅन स्टोअर द डेटा in random format or organizational format, but only main challenge is that we have to maintain the relationship between them. If you compare the linear data structure and non-linear data structure, in linear data structure it is simple to implement and easy to understand. Non-linear data structure is difficult. It is easy to maintain, linear, but non-linear is little bit difficult to maintain. Why? Because data is stored randomly. In that we have to maintain the relationship. So that's why. But non-linear data structure is efficient. Non-linear data structure चांगला असतो, पण त्याचे it is a costly or expensive, and it is difficult to implement the program in non-linear data structure. Now see the difference between the linear and non-linear. Just I have explained you. Linear means sequential, non-linear not sequential, it is random. In linear, example array, stack, queue, linked list. In non-linear, example are tree and graph. Linear data structure easy to implement. Non-linear data structure little bit difficult to implement. In linear data structure, we can represent the data in the sequential format. In non-linear data structure, we can represent the data in hierarchical format. It is easy to implement. Which one? Linear. Student, note down the point. I will ask you question on difference between the linear and non-linear. These data structures are difficult to implement. Linear data structure implemented using the array and linked list. हेच पॉइंट सांगितले पाहिजे असं काही मॅन्डेटरी नाहीये. Linear data structure is stack and queue, tree and graph. Okay. Again, I repeat the four difference between the linear and non-linear. Linear data structure store the information in sequential format. Non-linear data structure store the information in hierarchical format. Linear is easy to implement. Non-linear is difficult to implement. In linear, we can implement the data structure using array and linked list. In non-linear, we can implement the data structure using algorithm or data structure using linked list only. What are the example of linear data structure? Stack and queue. What are the example of non-linear data structure? Tree and graph. एक गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवा, याच्यामध्ये ॲरे यूज होतोय बघा, ॲरे पण आणि लिंक लिस्ट पण याची कोडिंग करायची असेल ना जेव्हा आपल्याला ट्री आणि ग्राफची, तर त्याच्यामध्ये आपण वी कॅन ओनली यूज लिंक लिस्ट. इन नॉन लिनियर डेटा स्ट्रक्चर यू कॅनॉट यूज ॲरे. ॲरे नॉन लिनियर मध्ये कधीच यूज होत नाही. Static and dynamic data structure. Am I audible to all students?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Next topic, static and dynamic data structure. We have already discussed. Static means fixed data structure. Dynamic means variable data
Can't
structure.
change.
Okay, static means can't change and dynamic it can be changed. So here you can see static data structure is an organization or collection of the data in a memory that is fixed inside. आलं बघा. That is fixed inside. For example, array. In array you can store the element, but you can store the sequential element, and it is a fixed. You cannot directly remove the middle element. You cannot directly add the element in between the array. So why? Because it is a static data structure. Array is a fixed. We cannot change the value of the array. एकच गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवा, स्टॅटिक डेटा स्ट्रक्चर म्हणजे काय? It is a collection of data in memory that is fixed inside. Data cannot be changed in the static data structure. Second, dynamic data structure. It is the opposite of static. In dynamic data structure, size of the data structure is not fixed. It can be modified during the operation performed on it. डायनॅमिक डेटा स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये काय असतं, साइज चेंज होऊ शकते. हियर यू कॅन सी काय एक्झाम्पल स्टॅटिक डेटा स्ट्रक्चर ॲरे. डायनॅमिक डेटा स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये ॲरे यूज होणार नाही का? कारण की ॲरेची साइज ही काय असते, फिक्स. सो इन डायनॅमिक डेटा स्ट्रक्चर वी कॅन यूज दी लिंक लिस्ट. नाउ हियर यू कॅन सी लिंक लिस्ट सिमिलर ॲज अ ॲरे, बट you can see there is the one node. It is called as a node. And this whole is called as a linked list. Why it is named as a linked list? Because it is the same as an array. It is a list of 4 elements and it is linked with the array. So that's why it is named as a linked list, because all the nodes are connected to each other. So that's why it is named as a linked list. And as I told you, in the array we cannot remove the random element from the array. Or we cannot add the element in the middle of the array. If you want to add the element, you can add the element at the end of the array. But in the linked list, if you want to delete the second node, then simply you can you can delete the second node and you can directly connect the connect the direction of A node to the C node. If suppose you want to add new node in between B and C, then no problem. You can simply add the new node in between. That is the main concept of the dynamic data structure. ओके, लक्षात ठेवा, ॲरे मध्ये कुठूनही मधून इलेमेंट डिलीट करता येत नाही किंवा ऍड पण करता येत नाही. ओके, दिस इज द ड्रॉबॅक ऑफ ॲरे और स्टॅटिक डेटा स्ट्रक्चर. पण डायनामिक डेटा स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये आपण लिंक लिस्ट वापरतो. याला लिंक लिस्ट का म्हणतात? यांना नोड म्हणतात. हे सगळे नोड आहेत and collection of node is called as a linked list and all the node are connected to each other, so that's why it named as a linked list. लिंक लिस्ट मध्ये आपण कुठे पण मधून नोड ऍड पण करू शकतो किंवा डिलीट पण करू शकतो. वी कॅन either add or remove the element from the existing linked list. This is the advantage of dynamic data structure. Okay, so note down the point. Static, dynamic. Static is a fixed, dynamic is a variable. Static value cannot be changed. In dynamic, value can be changed. Example of static data structure is array. Example of dynamic data structure is a linked list. Okay, I go for the next. Persistent and ephemeral data structure. Persistent data structure is a data structure that always preserves the previous version of itself. Persistent data structure is a data structure that always preserves the previous version of itself when it is modified. Persistent data, persistent म्हणजे काय? फिक्स, परमनंट. ओके, गॅरंटेड, persistent. persistent डेटा स्ट्रक्चर कशाला म्हटलं जातं की ज्याच्यामध्ये मागची जी काही इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे ती कंटिन्यू करता येते किंवा ती त्याला माहित असते. असा जो काही डेटा स्ट्रक्चर असेल त्याला म्हणतात पर्सिस्टंट डेटा स्ट्रक्चर. Persistent data structure is a data structure that can maintain the information of the previous result or information of the previous node. For example, linked list. हे बघा इथे linked list. B node आहे, B node when it connect to the B node, automatically it preserves the information of the previous node. I am giving you example of persistent. की हे काय सांगतात ते याच्यात it preserves the previous version itself. हे बघा example linked list. In linked list, D contains the information of A. Now here you can see C contains the information of B. D contains the information of C. It means persistent data structure. Array and tree, linked list and tree are the persistent data structure. ज्यांना डेफिनेशन लक्षात आलं नसेल त्यांना पुन्हा सिंपल सांगतो. पर्सिस्टंट डेटा स्ट्रक्चर म्हणजे असा डेटा स्ट्रक्चर की ज्याच्यामध्ये मागच्या काही नोडची किंवा जी प्रिव्हियस इन्फॉर्मेशन असते ती त्याला माहित असते. त्याला म्हणतात पर्सिस्टंट डेटा स्ट्रक्चर दॅट प्रिझर्व द प्रिव्हियस इन्फॉर्मेशन. फॉर एक्झाम्पल लिंक लिस्ट. Ephemeral data structure. It is one of which only one version is available at time. Only one version is available at time. याच्या हे बघा याच्या उलट आहे. याच्यात काय होतं प्रिव्हियस वर्जन. याच्यामध्ये तसं आहे का नाही? इन दॅट ओनली it preserves the one version, means it does not preserve the previous version. For example, RAM memory and cache memory. RAM, random access memory. आपण बघा आपल्या पीसी मध्ये किंवा मोबाईल मध्ये रॅम मेमरी असते. रॅम मेमरी काय असते? रॅन्डम ऍक्सेस मेमरी. जोपर्यंत आपण यूज करतो तोपर्यंत त्याच्यात डेटा असतो. एकदा आपण कधी कॉम्प्युटर किंवा लॅपटॉप बंद केला तर रॅम मेमरी काय होते? फ्लश. रॅम मेमरी काय होते? फ्लश. मीन्स ओनली इट प्रिझर्व द इन्फॉर्मेशन फॉर वन टाइम. वन्स यू स्विच ऑफ युअर कॉम्प्युटर, ऑटोमॅटिकली रॅम मेमरी इज फ्लश. रॅम और कॅशे मेमरी हे तुम्हाला नंतर कळेलच कॅशे मेमरी काय असते. इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ मेमरी विच इज यूज टू स्पीड अप द परफॉर्मन्स ऑफ द कॉम्प्युटर. बट नाउ यू मे हॅव हर्ड रॅम, रॅन्डम ऍक्सेस मेमरी. आपण मोबाईल घेताना किंवा कॉम्प्युटर घेताना रॅम जास्त घेतो ना, 4GB 8GB का? कारण की त्याच्यामध्ये आपलं ऍक्च्युअल ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म होतं. पण जसं आपण कॉम्प्युटर ऑन करतो रॅम, देन रॅम मेमरी वर्क्स. ॲज यू स्विच ऑफ द कॉम्प्युटर, जसं तुम्ही कॉम्प्युटर बंद करता ऑटोमॅटिकली रॅम मेमरी काय होते, फ्लश होते. आणि आपण कॉम्प्युटर बंद करताना जे काही काम केलं असेल ते स्टोर होतं का रॅम मध्ये? नाही. ते कुठेतरी ते कुठे स्टोर होतं? हार्ड डिस्कवर, है ना. सो वी कॅन गिव्ह द पर्सिस्टंट डेटा स्ट्रक्चर एक्झाम्पल फॉर हार्ड डिस्क, की ज्याच्यामध्ये मागचा डेटा स्टोर होतो. पण रॅम मध्ये आपण जे काही काम केलं असेल ते स्टोर होत नाही. वन्स वी स्विच ऑफ द कॉम्प्युटर, रॅम मेमरी विल गेट फ्लश. Okay, note down the point: persistent data structure and ephemeral. Persistent means preserve the previous version. Preserve the previous version. Ephemeral means does not preserve the previous version. याचा example है linked list. याचा example है RAM memory. Okay. Relationship among data and data structure and algorithm. We have already studied definition of data, that is a collection of information. We have already studied definition of data structure, that is it is the way to store or organize the information. Here you can read the another definition. Data structure is the method of gathering as well as organizing the data in such a manner that several operations can be performed. Problem it is the situation or condition which need to solve to achieve the goal. We have already studied definition. Algorithm is a step by step procedure of the program written in the simple English statement is called as a algorithm. So these are the relationship between the data structure and algorithm. So our data structure part is completed. Algorithm, we have already completed algorithm part also. So as per the syllabus, we have completed introduction part. We have completed. Now here you can see data, information, knowledge, data structure, abstract data type, non-linear, dynamic, persistent, completed. Algorithm completed. Complexity part completed. Only one part we have not studied: analysis of programming construct. I have already explained you analysis of programming construct: linear, quadratic, cubic, logarithmic. काल आपण बघितलं होतं का लिनियर सर्च साठी टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी सांगितली होती, बिग ओ ऑफ एन. क्वाड्रॅटिक साठी सांगितली होती काहीतरी स्क्वेअर, एन स्क्वेअर. क्यूबिक साठी एन क्यूब. लॉगरिथमिक साठी एन log n. Okay, so from first unit only algorithmic strategy means divide and conquer and grid strategy. These part are led to complete the unit number 1. In the next session I will teach you algorithmic strategy. Now rest of the all part of unit number 1 is completed. Just I would like to show you algorithm, quadratic and other algorithm. Okay, we have in the last session we have completed common asymptotic notation. Here you can see linear, it having a time complexity O of n. Logarithmic, log n. When we divide any value, at that time we perform the log. We have completed this. I have added one slide. Here you can get for constant there can be a time complexity 1. Logarithmic means here you can see in the for loop I divide equal to divide. When we perform the divide in half, जेव्हा आपण divide operation perform करतो ना, or when we divide the list in the two parts, at that time complexity will be log n. लिनियर म्हणजे आपण सिंगल एक फॉर लूप कधी यूज केलेला असेल. हियर आय एम मेन्शन सिंगल फॉर लूप, वी मेन्शन द एंड. लिनियरिथमिक हे आपण नाही बघितलं काल आणि हे नाही आपल्या सिलेबस मध्ये. पण डिवाइड अँड कॉन्कर स्ट्रॅटेजी जेव्हा मी तुम्हाला नेक्स्ट सेशन मध्ये शिकवेन डिवाइड अँड कॉन्कर, तेव्हा त्याची टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी काय असते एन लॉग एन. आणि कसं येते ते मी सांगेन. क्वाड्रॅटिक मीन्स इफ सपोज देर आर टू लूप. हेअर यू कॅन सी ऑलरेडी मी कालच्या सेशन मध्ये लास्ट सेशन मध्ये सांगितलं होतं डबल नेस्टेड लूप. दोन लूप असतील ना एकाच याच्यात नेस्टेड लूप तर त्याची टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी असते एन स्क्वेअर. क्युबिक म्हणजे किती लूप 3 लूप. ट्रिपल नेस्टेड लूप असेल तर त्याची टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी असते एन क्यूब. So I have added one more slide. I will after completion of unit number 1 I will provide you this presentation in PPT format, or I also upload this PPT presentation in PDF format to my blog also. But because in this slide I have shuffled the slide as per the syllabus. So I think for today's session we have completed all the data structure part. So now I stop here.